back. You're watching Overdrive. The Tata Curvv boasts of a plethora of new features, is available in 6 color options and 8 variants. But what's more interesting is Tata's new 1.2 Litre TGDI engine option. Here's Kranti Sambhav with all the details.
Hi, I'm Kranti Sambhav. You're watching Overdrive, and this is the latest Tata Curvv. I know you've already seen this car, you've seen the launch, you've seen our drive review as well, but that was the Tata Curvv EV version, and you can easily spot 2-3 differences on the exterior. One is obviously the front grille, which is more of a closed-off kind of setup in the EV, but the bumper and the front grille looks different. On the ICE version, you have different looking alloys as well. So basically, Tata Curvv ICE has 3 engine options. One is 1.2 Revtron, then you have a diesel one, and then the new Hyperion one. So before we start talking about the drive and the features of this car, let's talk about the prices and the technical specifications of all these 3 versions. Now, since I haven't driven the EV version of this Curvv, so everything looks new to me. This whole setup is new, but just like the exterior, you have lots of piano black finish on the interior as well. Door panel has this piano black finish. Then you have this steering wheel panel, which basically has Tata Motors logo when you start it. Similarly, this center panel also has lots of piano black. Then you have this 10.25-inch infotainment screen, which looks obviously modern, because a couple of models back, if you remember, rest of the Tata cars were very modern and nice looking, but some of the screens used to look dated. Not anymore. So this not only looks good, but the response is also nice, and you have lots of features, including wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. Then you have lots of other embedded apps as well. One more improvement is this key fob, which looks very sleek and premium now. Then you have ventilated seats. The button for the ventilated seat is on the right, and this driver's seat is basically powered, not the passenger seat. And how can I forget? A big sunroof. So the moment of truth, guys, and sloping roof with 6 feet 3 inch presenter. What kind of setup are we looking at? So this is not very comfortable for me, not comfortable at all for a passenger who is this height, but for average Indian height passengers, I think this would be kind of just okay. Knee room could have been a bit better. Thigh support is good. Overall feel is robust and nice cushioning. The armrest could have been a bit more robust. And what else do you get? So you have this AC vent or a blower, and you have a Type-C charging port and Type-A charging port. So overall, second row is okay for average Indian height passengers, 2 passengers. This space looks like okay for them, but this is the story of second row, and I think that sloping roof fear which I had, that has come true. And this could be a good surprise package for Curvv customers, because in this segment you get gesture control power tailgate, and it's very consistent. Every time I've tried this, it has opened. And then the space, 500 liters of space, which is good enough, more than what you need for any typical weekend trip or those long weekend trips we keep planning. So before we start driving this Curvv petrol version, let's talk about the highlight of this one. This is fitted with the Hyperion engine, which is the latest direct injection turbocharge engine. This produces around 123 PS, and if we compare this with the Revtron one, then power difference is not that huge. But the major difference, or the main difference, is the kind of torque this produces. This produces almost 50 Newton meters or 55 Newton meters more than the Revtron one. So let's see how that translates on the road. The ride quality I really liked. The suspension setup is not very rigid, not very soft. So overall, this helps in the handling part. Also on a bit faster bends or curves, this handled really well. This gave very confident kind of feedback. So that feel was nice. And on small bumps and potholes, this did transfer some of the sounds, but not the undulation. So that way is ride quality, I think, is sorted. It is very balanced. If you talk about the diesel version, which I'm driving, the star of this package obviously is the DCT, dual clutch transmission. Very seamless, the way it changes and the way it is behaving with the engine. Gives a very balanced kind of power delivery. There's one more element which is kind of common in both the cars. That was NVH level. I think Tata Motors engineers should work on that a bit extra, because both the engines are powerful, torquey, and you want to push it. And the moment you push it hard or some sudden acceleration, at that time you feel that the NVH level could be a bit better. So that becomes a bit noisy. And in case you're driving alone or you're not listening to any music, then that could become a bit irritating on the long drives. But yeah. The Curvv seems to be a great package with decent ride performance, composed ride quality, and the tech pack which is on offer. Hyperion engine is capable of exciting the enthusiast in you. Dual clutch setup in diesel is a big testament to the fact how Tata Motors have approached this vehicle. Except for the second row space, which is a big priority for the customers in this segment, Curvv ticks most of the boxes. But the challenge is the context. The hottest segment of the Indian car industry, with so many capable products offering almost everything the modern car industry has in the catalogue, is a hard nut to crack. Curvv, for that matter, doesn't seem to be coming in a Creta killer mood. With 3 ICE engine options, an EV version, and a probable CNG option, Curvv seems to be attacking in a unique formation. As we know, strikers make the headlines, but midfielders control the game.
Well, we've run out of time on this week's episode of Overdrive, but remember, you can stay in touch with the team through our various social media platforms, and you can write to us on YouTube as well. We'll see you next week. Until then, goodbye. Many thanks for watching. Drive and ride safe.